Welcome to Motivational Mondays. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today we're going to be discussing feelings versus thoughts. Which one empower you to be motivated? Now, before we start, make sure to smash the like button. And if you do find value in this presentation, make sure to share with friends and subscribe. So, feelings versus thoughts. Which ones are more powerful to motivate you? Okay, so let's say like this. You have a thought. Does that create the feeling, or do you first have a feeling that creates the thought? So there have been arguments on both sides of the aisles, okay? That has been since the beginning of time that we've discussed whether or not you see something, you have a thought about it, and then you have a feeling, or do you instantaneously have a feeling about it and that creates some sort of a thought? So when it comes to feeling, you want to fight it with a feeling. When it comes to thought, you want to fight it with a thought. It doesn't work the other way, okay? It's thought to thought and feeling to feeling. So if you're not being motivated, that's a feeling thing. That's something that you got to get yourself motivated about. Now, how do you do that? So motion creates emotion. Motion creates emotion. It's a great movie out there called The Boiler Room. And Ben Affleck, one of his first cameos before he became really, really successful, he was playing this really senior trader or senior stockbroker in this company, and he's the one that got up there and he said motion creates emotion. And that's the truth. If we create motion and friction in our lives, whether it's moving our bodies, whether it's moving our systems outside of ourselves, making changes, it could be something as minute as changing the mode of your commute. Instead of driving to work, riding the bicycle to work, those things kind of alter our states. Now, you could get into an empowered state at that point, and it alters from the emotions to the thought. And that's really something that is graduating into the next level. And I'll argue, okay, that feelings to feelings, you could then create different thoughts about those feelings. Now, those are the cameos on how you set it up. Those are the springboard on how you set it up. But at the same time, you've got to connect the thoughts to the feeling. When we connect that thought to the feeling, then it becomes like sparks. Then it becomes like really just in our systems, okay, in our bodies, it can become something much more powerful. It's not just saying, I'm great, I'm great, I'm good, I'm good. All these word affirmations, everybody's into word affirmations. It's not just the affirmation, it's affirmations to emotion and to movement. And the more we do it in our bodies, the more we say it, the more we say it with some transcendence into our being on various levels. Now, this was famous of Abraham Lincoln, that he used to kind of base his studying on as many senses as possible, not just reading, but saying, not just saying, but writing, right? The more senses that we use in order to study a subject, the better we have a grasp on it. So it works with feelings and thoughts also. The more we engage, not just our feelings, not just our emotions, but the more we engage ourselves, thoughts, feelings, body experiences, all that stuff in one time, the more it becomes that much more magnificent. And I'm telling you, this could be done on a personal level. Now, you have to apply it to your lives. I can't do it. This takes your initiative to do. But if I could give you a word of encouragement, okay, Walmart, which is one of the largest retailers in the United States, saw some tremendous amount of success. This, you could probably Google this. I'm not sure if they still do it today, but it's well known that Walmart has an employee chant. Before they open their stores every day or once a week, whatever it is, they get together and they pump themselves up in order to be great salespeople. First of all, it adds a lot of camaraderie. Second of all, it keeps them focused about what their jobs are for what they're supposed to be doing. Third of all, it gives them some sort of excitement about their day. Imagine you got up every day and you're an accountant and you got up every day. I'm going to count numbers. I'm going to put together a balance sheet. I'm going to put together an income statement. Imagine how much empowering that is. I mean, it's a kind of like a lucid kind of thing to do. It's a repetitive kind of thing to do, to be an accountant. But whatever it is you do in your life, if you apply it, if you get yourself emotionally, psychologically, physically engaged, you're that much more productive in anything you do in life. I don't care what it is, as long as you're putting everything into it. And that's when we get as much engagement as possible. There's feeling and there's thoughts, but once you bring them together, they become like this magnificent creation that couldn't have been created just by feelings or just by thoughts. It's like a third dimension. This is Fed Rate Zach. We'll see you here next week on Motivational Mondays. Have a good week, everybody.